Why do you think some people think it's okay to talk over you in a meeting? It's blooming annoying. Worse still, you put forward a great idea and it gets ignored, and then 10 minutes later that Bert from the other department puts forward the same idea and everyone thinks it's the best thing ever. So you spent years working hard at your job, always putting in those extra hours, going that extra mile, and yet you've been overlooked for promotion and you feel that you don't get the recognition that you deserve. And now you've got kids and you've got other responsibilities, maybe an elderly parent to look after, and you know what, you're just feeling burnt out. You're feeling as though you've got no energy for anything other than just barely getting through the day. But it's difficult, right? As much as you'd love to tell your boss where to stick the job, you need the money. And do you know what? You actually do enjoy the work. You just like to pull back and stop working all those extra hours and just get a little bit of respect and appreciation. It's not too much to ask for. So how can you actually go about that? The key word here is you. Now I know, that's really quite hard to hear, but it's actually the truth. The power sits with you, not the person who talks over you or the boss who kind of seems blind to your talents. It really is you. So in our 12-week program, Joe and I help you to explore the results that you're currently getting and really sort of have a good dig around in there, and then look at how you can start to change those results for yourself. Turning your life around isn't something that happens overnight, I'm sure you'd agree with that, and that's why our course runs for 12 weeks. But I'm going to share that with you as just something very small that you can actually implement right now to start to make a change. So I'd like you to think about the language that you use. This is really quite important. So are you somebody who uses tentative prefixes? So I was definitely this person. What I mean by that is, let's say you've got this great idea and you're putting it forward in the meeting, but are you someone who prefixes it with things like, I think, or this may sound like a stupid idea, but, or I know this is daft, but. Now, on the face of it, harmless, but when you really sit and think about it, those type of prefixes are telling your audience that it's not a good idea. You're already saying it's daft, so no wonder they don't listen to you. Now don't beat yourself up about this. This is just the way that we tend to speak in everyday language. But when you realise what's going on, you can make these shifts and actually, when you deliver an idea, be much more impactful. The other thing about language is have a little think about how you talk about yourself to other people. Are you somebody who often says, oh, I'm stupid, or what a wally? Even if we're just joking, which invariably we do it in a jokey fashion, but again, anything that gets repeated, eventually you start to believe it. So if you're telling others and yourself that you're stupid, you're an idiot, or whatever it may be, you start to actually believe that, and it chips away at your self-confidence. So just make a decision to change up the language that you use. Stop using those prefixes. Stop calling yourself all those different negative names. And small things can actually make a really big difference.